Hey, what is up guys? Mergaman4 here, and I'm back. I'll be starting regular uploads again starting tomorrow, beginning with Big Finish stuff for about a week or two, and then adding in requests as soon as I'm able. Which, speaking of, requests are open again as of today, but they're going to look a little different. The system will be a bit more complex than it was before, but I hope also more flexible, and instead of just picking a single tier, you'll kind of build your title sequence from a variety of options. I'll show you what I mean. Firstly, the most basic tier of title sequence now costs just 5 Canadian dollars. This is for people who just want to change the episode title and nothing else. Similarly, a credit sequence, just changing the text, no trailers, or in the relevant sequences face swaps, will also be 5 Canadian dollars. So you could get a basic title sequence on its own, or a basic credit sequence on its own for just $5, or get both for $10, which was the previous minimum price for a title sequence. But what if you'd like to swap out the names or the face? Well, then that's more or less going to be the same as before. 10 Canadian dollars, which includes changes to the names, face, and episode title, with the exception of the Starfield titles, which I'll get to in a moment. The main difference is this no longer includes a credit sequence. If you'd like to add one, that'll now be an additional $5 or $10 if you'd like a next time trailer included. But what about those Starfield titles then? If you'd like the face swapped out in one of those, whether it be the opening or closing titles, that'll come to $15 for the simple reason that, well, they're a lot more complex and time consuming to do than any other title sequence effect. However, if you'd like both the Starfield title sequence and credits, and they're using the same face, it'll only cost you $20 to get both rather than $30. Like before, there are also some additional changes some people might like to make. Adding a subtitle to the logo, changing the color scheme, merging titles together, swapping out a logo. But instead of before where each tier included the base cost of the title sequence, here it's a separate charge. So previously, if you wanted to change out the logo, it would cost you $50 no matter which title sequence you were using or how many other changes you wanted made. Now it'll only cost you $25 on top of the base cost of the title sequence. So for example, if that was the only change you wanted other than the episode title, it would only cost you $30 total. And even if you wanted it in addition to a face change and a credit sequence with a trailer, it'd still only come out to $45, which is $5 cheaper than before. Other additional changes include $5 for a logo subtitle, $10 for basic additional edits, and $15 for complex additional edits. It's hard to really pin down what counts in those categories since there's so many different possibilities, but if it's something other than changes to the text or the faces, it probably belongs to one of these. You can let me know what changes you're thinking of, and I'll tell you whether I would consider it basic or complex. Finally, if you need a title sequence done by a specific date, that'll be $15, with a minimum of 1 week's notice. Otherwise, requests will continue to operate on a first-come, first-served basis. So, to recap, adding a subtitle to the logo is $5, basic additional edits are $10, complex additional edits are $15, completing title sequences by specific deadlines is $15, and changes to the logo are $25. Because there are so many options, not everything will cleanly fit into a single category, so if you're not sure where your request might belong, let me know and we'll work it out together. Hopefully that all made sense, and as always, feel free to ask questions if you need clarification. Also, in an attempt to streamline things a little bit, I'm going to get you to fill out a brief Google form sheet when you make your request, just so I can be sure I have all the info I need and ensure things are a bit more organized on my end. It's pretty simple. You don't even need a Gmail account or anything to access it. It basically just asks you which version of the title sequence you'd like me to use, the details of your request, things like faces, names, episode titles, how you'd like to be credited in the description, and how I can contact you if I end up needing further clarification on any of the details. Please be as thorough as possible, though, just so that everything can go smoothly. Alright, well, with all that out of the way, I guess let's get things rolling again. I look forward to getting back into making title sequences, and as we get closer to the 60th anniversary, I'll have some special content to celebrate as well. And with that, Mergaman4, over and out, and I'll see you guys later.